Live here at the campus of Cabell Midland High School here in Ono, West Virginia. We have a good one in store. It's the season opener for the Cabell Midland Knights of boys basketball action, and they play host to the George Washington Patriots, who have already gotten a couple games under their belt, and 2-0 so far on the season, the preseason #1 team in the state of West Virginia. For all of our outstanding crew, Cade Burgess, my producer, Corey Boggs on camera, I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game. As mentioned, George Washington comes in the #1 preseason team in the state of West Virginia, and already a 2-0 start on the season. Defeated Summit Christian Academy 75-45 back on December 12th. Played a game a day later against Tays Valley Christian on the 13th, a 79-38 victory in that one. So GW averaging 77 points in those first two games, and defensively only giving up about 41 points on average. So this GW team looking to make a statement, a very tall team as well in terms of height. So a big test for the Cabell Midland Knights. Third-year head coach Corey Rumer has a big test ahead of him to start the campaign for the Cabell Midland Knights. These two teams faced off last season here in this building, in this gymnasium, where it was all George Washington, and that one 68-40 was the final score. The Patriots controlled that one for a majority of the game. 3 quarters in, controlled it. In fact, in the third quarter, the Patriots outscored the Knights 23-4 in that one. It was all George Washington, and Cabell Midland could really do nothing until the fourth quarter, where outscored George Washington 21-19, but just too little too late. Again, the final score 68-40 in that one. George Washington last season finishing 21-5 overall, coming up short in the tournament. Cabell Midland finishing 12-11 last season in basketball play. So we'll see if third-year head coach Corey Rumer, he talked to me a little bit pre-game and said this is the most returners he's had in his 3 years at the helm of Cabell Midland. And the main key for the Knights tonight, box out against this very tall statured team of George Washington. Let's go over the starters real quick before the national anthem. For the host team, the Cabell Midland Knights, Samuel Phillips, Aiden Ray, Marshall Summers, Evan Hughes, and Aiden Spence will be the starting 5. Phillips a senior, Aiden Ray a senior as well. 2 juniors with Marshall Summers and Evan Hughes, and the sophomore Aiden Spence gets the start tonight as well. For George Washington, Tyler Maddox, Noah Lewis, Chuck Kelly, Matthew Mullen, and Dominic Sprouse are the starting 5 for Rick Green's squad. Green in his 38th season at the helm, a long-time veteran of George Washington. We'll step aside for a moment here on WV Video Productions for the national anthem, and after this break, we'll see action from Cabell Midland and George Washington next.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Become a member of LIUNA and train to become a union construction worker.
I was greener than green coming into this. The trainers were amazing, and I told them, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just super great about taking it slow and making sure I understood everything, and got the book work before we did the hands-on so I could do the hands-on safely. It's going great. I got to get paid to do something that I enjoyed doing. I got to work with my hands and learn all kinds of new things. If you can be in a union, be in a union. They're going to take care of you. They're going to get you where you need to be.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Back here inside the gymnasium at the campus of Cabell Midland High School, where the Knights play host to the 2-0 and preseason #1 team in the state of West Virginia, the George Washington Patriots. Starting lineups being introduced right now to a very good crowd on hand. Good student section of Cabell Midland here tonight. A good travel section as well from George Washington. Patriots will be in the dark maroon jerseys, kind of tending toward a brownish color with white outline, white numbers, and white lettering on the front for the hill. And Cabell Midland Knights white jerseys with red script, red outline as well, with a little bit of that gray for the Knights. Again, we'll go over the starting lineups yet again for the Knights. Samuel Phillips, Aiden Ray, Marshall Summers, Evan Hughes, and Aiden Spence. And look out for Marshall Summers, the junior guard. Last year averaged 11.5 points per game, along with 3.4 rebounds per game, as the gymnasium goes dark for the introduction of the Knights. Samuel Phillips averaged 8.4, Aiden Ray 9.5 points per game last year. Evan Hughes looks to step up in a big way, averaged only 3.5 points per game, but the junior forward looks to be real key piece underneath the basket inside the paint for the Knights. A team that last year only averaged 64.3 points per game, about 36 rebounds per game as well. And again, Cabell Midland, a very tough test today against the #1 team in the state of George Washington. And this is a very tall team. You look at the starting lineup, the starting five for this GW team. Of course, you have a 6'7" guy in there, Noah Lewis, the senior center, who averages about 24 points per game. No figure. All you have to do is just feed it down to him inside the paint, and he's probably going to get an automatic 2 for the Patriots. Again, Tyler Maddox is 6'2". Chuck Kelly guard at 6'1". He's averaging about 8 points per game. Dominic Sprouse has been a very good sophomore forward for Rick Green's squad. The 6'3" forward, and he's averaging about 17.5 points per game, Matthew Mullen, a 6-foot guard as well. The senior guard probably going to be leading the way. Of course, head coach Rick Green and one of his assistants, got to speak with one of those assistants for George Washington, said this team has really worked hard in this 2-0 start, as well as during the offseason, worked hard, worked together. Of course, it's a very tough year for GW trying to regroup. 3 senior guards lost last season for the Patriots, so have to regroup at the guard position. I mean, those guards are really your leaders on the floor. So we'll see if the guards in place right now for the Patriots can step up. The 2 guards starting tonight, Matthew Mullen and Chuck Kelly. So we'll see what they can do. Starting lineups again being introduced to the home crowd of the Cabell Midland faithful here inside the gymnasium. Again, good crowd on hand for the season opener for the Cabell Midland Knights, a team that finished 12-11 last season. Looking to turn things around under head coach Corey Woomer. His main message today against the tall statures of GW is box out. Play strong at the rim and just box out. Do not allow those second chance opportunities for George Washington. Of course, if you look at Midland's season last year, fell at the hands of Parkersburg for the very final game of the season, 68-60 in that one. But a rematch from last season here at the Castle, where George Washington won it 68-40. In the circle for both teams, Noah Lewis, the 6'7" center, stands in for the Patriots. The 6'5" Evan Hughes for the Knights. Let's play some basketball. Season opener, along with the home opener for the Knights of Cabell Midland. Tip-off underway. And a battle for the basketball. George Washington will win it. Chuck Kelly gets it in possession. We're underway in the Castle. That's right side, Tyler Maddox, and a quick whistle. 11 seconds into this one. Evan Hughes whistled for the foul. That's his first and team foul number 1 of the first quarter. Dominic Sprouse will inbound beneath the basket on the baseline. Kick out far corner. Mid-range jumper, that one over the rim by Noah Lewis. Rebound for the Knights. And that was Aiden Spence, the one that snags the rebound. Spins, left side wing, three-point shot of the way, nothing but net off of the backboard. And the Knights, 40 seconds into this one, with an early 3-0 lead over the Patriots. Maddox, far wing, now top of the key. And a drive through the lane from Sprouse, shot no good. Spence comes away with a board. Ball up the floor quickly for the Knights. Aiden Ray had a pretty simple shot, could not connect. Bodies falling down on the Knights side. Three-point shot, far corner, no good, and rebounded by Spence. 3 early rebounds for Aiden Spence in this first quarter. 6:45 left to go. Left side, Marshall Summers. Now right side corner. Aiden Spence with it. Summers, near wing. Summers has to just go to Spence on the near side corner. Spence driving down the baseline. Whistle blows, and we'll probably have a foul on GW. 25, Matthew Mullen, the one whistled for the foul. That's his first, and the first foul on the Patriots. One foul for each squad here in the early going of the first quarter. Summers will inbound near side. I'll just flip it to Aiden Spence. Just beyond half court. Spence goes near side. A little bounce. Handoff to Summers. Now pass inside. Ball deflects and taken away by the Patriots. Wound up in the hands of Matthew Mullen. Now quick drive through the lane, and the shot good. Noah Lewis connects for the first points for the Patriots, trailing by 1. 2 minutes into this one. Knights with a 1-point advantage. Now right side corner. 3-point shot. No good from Samuel Phillips. In a battle for the rebound, guess who has it? Noah Lewis. Now Lewis takes it on the right side lane. Shot no good, but a whistle blows and a foul. And that's 2 quick fouls on Evan Hughes. He'll have to sub out. Looks like Eli Thompson will check in. Noah Lewis at the free throw line for GW. First one's good. Ties this one up at 3. And again, Eli Thompson subs in for Cabell Midland. Eli Thompson, congratulations to him. He was voted first team All-State in football. Second free throw by Lewis is good. Connects on both free throws at the charity stripe, and it's quickly a 4-3 lead for George Washington. Leading the charge is Samuel Phillips for the Knights. Phillips goes left side to Thompson, who just checked in. Now top of the key. Thought about the 3 was Marshall Summers, but did not get the dribble in time. Takes too many steps. That's a travel call on Summers, and a turnover by the Knights. Basketball goes back to George Washington. Very defensive game so far in the early going, about 3 minutes in. Whistle blows, and looks like we'll have a foul on the baseline, near side toward our table. And that's going to be on Eli Thompson. That's his first, and team foul number 3. So Thompson, who checked in for Evan Hughes, whistled for a foul. The 2 forwards for the Knights in foul trouble early. Mid-range jumper for Noah Lewis, shot no good, rebounded by Marshall Summers. And the Knights go quick. Right side corner, Ray drives down, kicks back out. Top of the key, Summers. Summers drives down the lane, little Euro step, and the shot no good. Knights looking for a foul, won't get it. And the rebound grab by Dominic Sprouse. Pass inside. Now 3-point shot from the far corner. That one's good. Tyler Maddox connects from the far corner. 7-3, Patriots lead. 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Thompson with it near side. Takes a couple dribbles, now just gives it off to Marshall Summers. Summers guarded closely by Sprouse. Now mid-range jumper, and that one's good. Marshall Summers, his first bucket of the 2025 season. Knights pull within 2. Kelly Now three-point shot, far side from Lewis, no good, rebounded by Thompson. Thompson, top of the key. Left side, Phillips trying to drive in. Phillips gives it off to Spence. Whistle blows, and that'll be out of bounds. Ball stays with the Knights. Cabell Midland trying to tie or take the lead. Inbound. Phillips down the baseline. Now three-point shot. Spence off the left side of the rim. No good, and rebounded by Sprouse. Sprouse. Patriots going quick. Shot up. No good, and a foul. Matthew Mullen driving into the lane. And that's Eli Thompson. That's now 2 fouls on Thompson. So quickly, both forwards for the Knights, Evan Hughes and Eli Thompson with 2 fouls. 4 total team fouls. And Matthew Mullen at the free throw line. First attempt, rattles in good. Couple Knights players subbing in. Brody Harris and Brody Mabry. Brody Harris, a junior guard, averaged 15 points per game last season at Grace Christian. Had a season high 31 points last season versus Bloomingdale. Be a really good guard transferring in for the Knights this season. Second free throw attempt for Matthew Mullen is good. Dolly Parton style, the Patriots lead 9-5. Aiden Ray. Knights having trouble breaking through the press. Aiden Spence left side, kicks it out. Summers trying to find an inside pass. Shot no good. Offensive board. Shot up and good for Brody Mabry. And one. That'll be on Chuck Kelly. Charged with the foul. So Brody Mabry puts a shot up, snags his own board, and Mabry finds the bucket, gets himself to the free throw line. And the free throw attempt offline, no good. So it remains a 2-point game. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Sprouse down the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Put back by Lewis, also no good. Still battling for the rebound. Sprouse, and that one goes out of bounds. Sprouse was trying to force the shot up, and they'll say that the ball stays with the Patriots. Lewis had a putback opportunity, couldn't make it. Sprouse came charging in, got the rebound, and tried to put a shot up. But that one went out of bounds, and last touch by Cabell Midland. So the Patriots still have the basketball. Chuck Kelly will inbound underneath the basket. Kelly trying to find something, and we'll just get it into the tall 6'7" Noah Lewis. Lewis kicks back out. Now three-pointer from the corner. Caden Welch is good. Caden Welch connects from three-point land, and the Patriots lead by 5. Aiden Spence goes left side. Brody Harris, the transfer from Grace Christian. Marshall Summers, little jab step, now kicks it to Harris. Left side, back to Summers. Summers thinking about that three-point shot. Good defense by Braden Browning. The ball smacked out of bounds, stays with Cabell Midland. Good defense by Braden Browning, who just checked in, the freshman guard, getting his first action of the day. 2:25 left to go here in the first quarter. George Washington leading by 5, 12-7 over the Knights. A lengthy inbound and is intercepted. Chuck Kelly now gives it off, and a left-handed lay-in good from Tyler Maddox. Chuck Kelly on the assist, and a 7-point lead for GW. It was a long inbound, and Chuck Kelly, like a safety in football, read it perfectly, got the interception and the assist. Hargraves driving down the baseline, and another takeaway by Chuck Kelly. Kelly, coast to coast, shot blocked, but from behind, Noah Lewis with the putback, rebounds, and gets the shot to go, and a timeout taken by Cabell Midland. 32nd from the Knights, and it's all GW here in the latter part of this first quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here for the moment. Tyler Maddox with an early 5 points. Noah Lewis with 6. Leading scorer for the Knights so far, Aiden Spence with 3. but few turnovers for Cabell Midland has the Knights in a little bit of a blender. And George Washington with all the answers to lead currently 16-7 by 9. 1:55 left to go in the first. Look at the schedule up ahead. George Washington will have a couple days off before going back home to Hurricane on the 23rd. That one a 1 p.m. tip-off. In season opener for Cabell Midland. We'll be back here at home against East Fairmont on the 19th. That one is 6 p.m. start. Play resumes. Brody Harris with the basketball. Trying to get past midcourt. Gets a bounce pass to Mabry. Drive down the baseline, and Samuel Phillips gets tripped up, and that one goes out of bounds and will stay with the Knights. Phillips got tripped up, lost the basketball, then a GW player tripped up on his own, and the ball goes out of bounds off him. So Cabell Midland with a little bit of a lucky break here. Trying to find an inbound, and another interception by Chuck Kelly. Browning, and a two-hand jam. Noah Lewis with authority. Chuck Kelly again, his third steal for the Patriots. Gets it up. Noah Lewis slams it home for the dunk. And no answer for Cabell Midland. Phillips down the lane. Shot no good, but a foul. And that'll be on. That'll be called on Caden Welch, his first. 13 foul on the Patriots. That will send Samuel Phillips to the charity stripe for 2 shots. First free throw attempt is good. Samuel Phillips, a senior guard, standing at 6'1", averaged 8.4 points per game last season, according to Max Prep. Also about 3.4 rebounds per game, so good guard that's able to get to the basket and get some boards when needed. Second free throw attempt off the back of the iron, no good. Goes 1 for 2 at the stripe. Ball rolls around, and Patriots having trouble handling it. And Noah Lewis, the 6'7" center, senior, will take control. Lewis down the lane, no shot, but a foul. And that'll be on Brody Mabry, the foul. That'll be Mabry's first, team foul number 5, and that puts George Washington in the bonus. 53.9 seconds left to go. Lewis at the charity stripe and makes the first. Went 2 for 2 in his last trip. And this is guy Noah Lewis, assistant coach for George Washington, is telling me that he averages about 24 points per game. Very reliable, and makes the second free throw. 10 points so far for Noah Lewis, has half of the scoring for the Patriots. 45 seconds left to go, 20-8. GW leads by 12 over Cabell Midland. Phillips with it. Phillips trying to drive in. Good defense on the interior for George Washington. Spence, near side wing, hands it off to Harris. Brody Harris, 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Harris backs up a little bit, guarded closely by Braden Browning. Harris kicks back out. Phillips, far side wing. Phillips tries to drive. He's at the top of the key. Now gives it off to Hargraves. No answer yet against this George Washington defense. Cabell Midland is in a blender right now. Mabry. And the ball is deflected and taken away by the Patriots. Quickly up the floor. Sprouse. And one for Dominic Sprouse. And he is animated. Dominic Sprouse, coast to coast. Good job by Caden Welch to get the steal. And it's all George Washington here in this first quarter. 2.1 seconds remain, and Sprouse will be at the free throw line to try to capitalize on a three-point play. The foul is on Mabry, so that's 2 fouls on Mabry. 3 players now with 2 fouls for Cabell Midland. Dominic Sprouse averages a little over 17 points per game for the Patriots in these early 2 games. Misses the free throw. And with 1 second, the Knights will not be able to get the shot off. End of 1. No answer for Cabell Midland. It's all George Washington after 8 minutes of play, 22-8. And the Patriots in command over the Knights. We'll step aside for a break here on West Virginia Video Productions.
Food Fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best-in-town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Start of the second quarter here inside the castle, and right now it's all GW from this point. 22-8 is the score. Patriots on top, big. And the Knights need some answers here. Evan Hughes with it left side on the far wing. Hughes drives down the lane and shot blocked, but a foul. And go get... It'll be Zion Lang, the one whistle for the foul, his first team foul of this quarter. That'll send Evan Hughes to the free throw line, averaged about 3.5 points per game last season. The junior forward. Off the front of the rim, no good. 4 free throw attempts so far for the Knights. They're 1 of 4. Second attempt is good. Make it 2 of 5. And Hughes gets his first point of the campaign. Dominic Sprouse with the basketball right now. Backs up to the timeline. Welch, near side corner. Bounce pass, top of the key. Almost taken away, but good job by Browning to keep it. Pass inside. Shoulders his way to try to get a bucket, and shot no good. Offensive board by Matthew Mullen. And double dribble on Mullen. Trying to find his way out of the pile with the basketball, and a little double dribble from Matthew Mullen, who came away with a rebound out of all of that. And turnover by George Washington. So we'll see if the Knights can capitalize here and get some points. Trying to cut into this deficit. Samuel Phillips goes left side. Evan Hughes. Hughes will just hand it off to Aiden Spence. Spence far side. Out near side to Marshall Summers. Summers drives down the middle of the lane. Turnaround, jumper off the right side, no good. And a battle for the rebound. Matthew Mullen comes away with it. His second board. And kickball as that basketball goes off the foot of Samuel Phillips and rockets toward the Patriot bench. Sure, Samuel Phillips ain't a soccer player after that boot. My goodness. Patriots still with it, however. Chuck Kelly receives the inbound from Matthew Mullen. Now far side to Sprouse. Now back to Kelly. Kelly to Mullen. Sprouse, cross-court pass deflected out of bounds. Aiden Spence came flying in. Gets his right hand on it. Goes out of bounds. Stays with George Washington. 6:36 left to go here in the second quarter. Trying to find an inbound is Mullen, and he gets it in just in time to Chuck Kelly before the 5-second violation. Sprouse, near side wing. Now back top of the key to Chuck Kelly. Back to Sprouse. Sprouse inside. Welch Welch has his pass deflected, still finds Kelly. Now mid-range jumper for Noah Lewis. Shot no good, but the ball goes back to Noah Lewis. Lewis trying to muscle his way in. And a pass deflects off the bottom of the backboard. Was trying to find Chuck Kelly underneath the basket. And an errant pass by Lewis. A rare error by Lewis, and it's taken away by the Knights. Near side, Samuel Phillips. Can the Knights respond with an answer here? Summers thought about the three-point shot, but it was a long-range three. He holds it. Gives it off to Evan Hughes. Hughes top of the key. Hughes, mid-range jumper and a foul. They'll get that one on Noah Lewis. And no, excuse me, Caden Welch, the one whistled for the foul. So Welch whistled for the foul. Thought originally it was going to be on Noah Lewis, but instead it's on Welch. And that's his second personal foul. Free throw attempt for Evan Hughes is good. Tyler Maddox will check back in for Welch, who has to sit with 2 fouls. Evan Hughes, 2 of 3 now at the charity stripe. Make it 3 of 4. 3 points for Evan Hughes, all at the free throw line. An 11-point difference in favor of George Washington. Patriots have yet to score here in the second quarter. Left side, wing, Tyler Maddox. Now back, top of the key. Thought about the 3 was Chuck Kelly. He holds it. Back to Maddox. He just subbed in. Dominic Sprouse. Back to Maddox. Maddox down into the lane, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cabell Midland. Samuel Phillips and Marshall Summers were both there. It'll stay with the Patriots. Matthew Mullen will inbound. 5:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Mullen trying to find something. Kicks it in to Sprouse. Sprouse down the baseline. Puts up shot, no good. Great defense by Evan Hughes. He'll snag the rebound. Marshall Summers leads the charge after the Evan Hughes rebound. Hughes back with it, near side wing. Hughes flips it off to Samuel Phillips. Phillips goes top of the key. Now left side to Marshall Summers. And a whistle blows, and we'll have a foul. Be a defensive foul, off-ball foul against George Washington. That'll be on Matthew Mullen, his second. So 2 players now for George Washington in the second quarter with 2 fouls. That'll be Caden Welch and Matthew Mullen. See if they put Matthew Mullen to the bench. I think they do. They will. Braden Browning, the freshman, checks in. The 6'1 guard. And the Patriots have yet to score in the second quarter. Down the lane, shot no good, but a foul as Evan Hughes finds his way to the free throw line yet again. And it'll be Dominic Sprouse, the one whistle for the foul, his first. And quickly, 14 fouls on George Washington. Cabell Midland with no fouls yet in this quarter. Evan Hughes will be at the charity stripe yet again. His 3rd trip. First attempt is off the front of the rim, no good. It's now 3 of 5 at the charity stripe. All 3 of his points coming from there. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter. Second attempt is good. 4 of 6 at the foul line is Evan Hughes. Sprouse, left side wing, kicks it up top of the key to Chuck Kelly. Now an inside pass. Maddox finds Lewis, who muscles his way in, and Noah Lewis shoulder down and gets the bucket. First points of the second quarter, about 4 minutes in, close to it for George Washington, leading by 12. Summers lost control of the ball, now pass inside and intercepted by Braden Browning. Lewis, bounce pass inside, and the shot blocked from behind. Aiden Spence denies it. Now up the floor quickly. 3-point shot for the Knights. Falls short. Now a race for the rebound. And Noah Lewis trying to come away with it, and the whistle blows. Foul. And I think we'll have it on Lewis for a push. We will. Noah Lewis, the one whistled for the foul. That's just his first foul of this game. And the 5th team foul on the Patriots. I think the refs are going to discuss whether this is going to be a shooting foul, because the Knights are in the bonus now for the remainder of this quarter. 3:43 left to go. I think the officials are going to discuss whether this sends the Knights to the free throw line or whether it will be an inbound because of officially being an offensive foul. But then again, the shot was no good. It was a short shot on the left side corner, and it was a battle for the rebound. So was there a possession? And I think the Knights will be shooting 2 here. Yep. So they will put Samuel Phillips at the free throw line to shoot 2. I think that is the right call because there's not really a possession by George Washington. Noah Lewis was trying to get there. But as you saw, the extension of the arm by Lewis, trying to fight for the rebound. First free throw attempt by Phillips, no good. His second trip to the free throw line. But there was no possession, so the Knights technically had possession last. And 0 for 2. At the charity stripe goes Phillips in a battle for the rebound. And I think we'll have another foul. Tyler Maddox, the one whistle for it, his first. And my goodness. Cabell Midland getting some lucky breaks and cannot capitalize. That's now 3 straight free throws missed for Cabell Midland. I think we'll now know what Corey Woomer will want to work on in practice come time as Hughes connects on the second free throw. Now it's a 9-point difference. Gotta look at it though. 7 missed free throws by Cabell Midland. You make all those, you have a 4-point game. 3-point shot for the far side wing is good. Dominic Sprouse connects. Good shot by Sprouse. He's up to 5. Summers, top of the key, goes right side. Drives in, Phillips, little Euro step, and Samuel Phillips connects on the bucket. Phillips up to 3. And the Knights back within 12. Top of the key, Kelly. Now left side wing to Braden Browning. Back to Kelly, top of the key. Kelly. Now Browning thought about the 3. Now back outside. 3-point shot. Sprouse. Off the top of the backboard. Finds his way in, but that shot will not count. So that's technically out of bounds. It would be nice if it counted, but instead out of bounds, and Cabell Midland will have it. Trailing by 12, 2:37 left to go in the second quarter. Samuel Phillips leads the charge and an offensive foul. Evan Hughes whistled for the foul. That's the first team foul on the Knights in this second quarter. But that's Evan Hughes' 3rd foul of the game. And so Eli Thompson will sub in. Kind of a careless foul there by Evan Hughes. But only the first team foul on the Knights in the second quarter. Chuck Kelly leads the charge for the Patriots, leading by 12, excuse me. Now top of the key, Maddox. Back to Kelly. Thought about the 3, goes back to Maddox. Near side corner. Pass almost taken away by Spence, and he knew immediately that he was going to be whistled for the foul. Spence trying to fly in to get the interception on the pass, but got a little bit too much wrist instead of basketball, and he's whistled for the foul. That's only his first, however. Team foul number 2 of the quarter. So the Knights having no fouls for majority of this quarter. Have 2 quick. 3-point shot. Near side wing, good. Braden Browning connects. His first bucket of the game, and it's a 15-point advantage for George Washington. Phillips near side, now backs off, trying to reset the offense. Phillips, now right side corner. Summers back to Thompson. Thompson switches positions. Thompson goes to the rack and gets it. Left-handed layup is good for Eli Thompson, his first points of the campaign. And a foul. Thompson whistled for it. That's his third. And third foul of the quarter against Cabell Midland. 8-minute quarters. We got to 2:33 left to go in the quarter for Cabell Midland to get its first foul. And since then, with 1:27 left to go, have three. Now three-point shot from the far wing is good. Noah Lewis. My goodness, what a player. Drive inside and a bucket good off the backboard. Samuel Phillips connects. 33-19, coming up on the 1-minute mark here in the second quarter. Back outside, Sprouse. Down the lane, Sprouse, right-handed shot is good. Really good shot by Dominic Sprouse. Rattles its way in with 50 seconds left to go in the quarter. Summers, back out. Mabry, down the baseline, shot no good. And rebounded by Noah Lewis. Now up the floor, coast to coast for GW. Left-handed shot no good. And no shot by Noah Lewis. He didn't make it, but they'll say a foul on the shot from Chuck Kelly. And a foul on number 14, Marshall Summers, his first, team foul number 4, 35.7 left to go. Chuck Kelly will head to the free throw line for a chance to get his first points of the game. He averages about 8 points per game this season. First attempt is good. A couple substitutions for Cabell Midland. Brody Harris checks in along with Dylan Hargraves. Harris, the junior guard. Hargraves, the senior forward, standing at 6'4". One more attempt for Chuck Kelly, and connects. 2 for 2 at the charity stripe goes Kelly. Right now, George Washington only one missed free throw as a team. The Knights, on the other hand, a lot more than that. 25 seconds left to go. Summers, right side wing. Summers drives in, has the ball deflected, and almost taken away. Battle for the basketball, and I think they'll say it was out of bounds on George Washington. Thought maybe it was going to be a jump ball, which would have given possession to the Patriots. But with 18.8 seconds left to go, it went out of bounds, and Cabell Midland will have it still. Mabry. Spence, back to Summers, ball deflects. Knights still have it. Summers, 12 seconds. Summers, down the lane, kicks back out. Harris back to Summers, left side wing. Summers drives in, and a foul on George Washington. And that'll be on Noah Lewis, his second. Marshall Summers will find himself at the charity stripe shooting 2 with 4.9 seconds left to go. 18-point difference. Patriots lead as some sweat being wiped up right now on the floor. Again, George Washington 2-0 start this season, the preseason #1 in the West Virginia State rankings. Summers' first free throw attempt. Draws iron, no good. It's now 8 missed free throws by Cabell Midland in this first half. Got to connect on those points. Second attempt, no good. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Shot put up and no good from Braden Browning. George Washington had a great chance at it, but could not connect, and that leads us to halftime. It's been all George Washington so far. The Patriots lead 37-19 over the Cabell Midland Knights. Although Cabell Midland was able to get something going at least, scoring 11 points in that second quarter. But again, George Washington just in control right now. And we'll see if the Knights can make some adjustments going into halftime, trailing by 18, 37-19. We'll step aside for a break. We'll talk stats and numbers here on the halftime break when we return here on West Virginia Video Productions.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Become a member of Liuna and train to become a union construction worker.
I was greener than green coming into this. The trainers were amazing, and I told them, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just super great about taking it slow and making sure I understood everything and got the book work before we did the hands-on so I could do the hands-on safely. It's going great. I got to get paid to do something that I enjoyed doing. I got to work with my hands and learn all kinds of new things. If you can be in a union, be in a union. They're going to take care of you. They're going to get you where you need to be.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
Back here inside the gymnasium at Cabell Midland High School at the Castle. And it's all George Washington right now. 37-19 is the score. Patriots lead by 18, along with our outstanding crew here on West Virginia Video Productions. Our producer, Kate Burgess, cameraman Corey Boggs. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play, taking you through today's game. Again, Knights trail 37-19 to the George Washington Patriots, leading the way for GW. Who else but Noah Lewis leading the way with 15 points. Tyler Maddox has 5. Caden Welch with 3. Chuck Kelly with 2. Braden Browning with 3. Matthew Mullen with 2. And Dominic Sprouse with 7. That's the unofficial scoring of this one. For the Knights, Samuel Phillips with 5 points. Brody Mabry with 2. Marshall Summers with 2. Evan Hughes with 5. Eli Thompson with 2. Aiden Spence with 3. So Phillips and Hughes, the leading scorers for the Knights right now, and a team that has really just been off balance offensively. Picked things up a little bit in that second quarter, kind of got a rhythm, but George Washington quickly shutting it down. I mean, there's been a lot of intercepted passes, just a lot of plays that have just fallen out of the Knights' hands, really to try to capitalize. And not only that, but the free throw shooting has been the main stinker for Cabell Midland in that first half. About 9 missed free throws for the Knights in that first half. Just got to clean things up. I asked head coach Corey Woomer, what was the main emphasis against this George Washington team, especially a team that's so tall in stature. And he said, well, we preached boxing out. Just box out, box out, box out. I think he said box out probably about 5 or 6 times in my conversation with him. And so they've been able to do a good job of boxing out. But again, now the question is, will be worked on in practice? I'd have to say free throws will be the main thing worked on for Woomer's Knights, who finished 12-11 last season. And of course, GW starting the season 2-0. Quick 2 wins to start the season on the 12th against Summit Christian Academy, 75-45. And on the 13th against Tays Valley Christian, 79-38. So GW already 2 games and try to see what this team is going to be like. Of course, in the preseason rankings was voted number 1 in the state of West Virginia. So a lot of high expectations for this George Washington team. Of course, this is a Patriots team that lost 3 senior guards last season, but has, again, a lot of height to it. A senior, 6'7", Noah Lewis, who's just been outstanding so far. Tyler Maddox, a senior forward. So really, where you could capitalize and take advantage in the paint underneath the basket, it's really where the keys of George Washington have came back and returned to this lineup, is underneath the basket. And it's so far worked wonders for the Patriots in the early going in 3 games so far. Again, last season, George Washington defeated Cabell Midland here on this campus inside this gymnasium, 68-40. You look at the third quarter last year was really the difference in that game a season ago. 23-4, George Washington outscored Cabell Midland in that third quarter. Again, 23-4, only 4 points allowed in that quarter. So the Knights will try to regroup and rebound from that loss last season. Not only that, but trailing by 18 here going into the second half. We'll step aside for another break, and when we return, we'll have the second half action between Cabell Midland and George Washington right here on West Virginia Video Productions.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family.
Back here inside the campus of Cabell Midland High School, second half begins here between the George Washington Patriots, the visitors, and the home team, Cabell Midland Knights, 37-19. It's in favor of George Washington to begin this half. Sides flip here. Now left side corner. 3 on the way. Shot no good by Matthew Mullen. That one goes out of bounds and will go to the Cabell Midland Knights. Good start. Going to miss 3 and try to capitalize here on this offensive possession. See if Cabell Midland can do so. Samuel Phillips will lead the charge for the Knights up the floor. Near side, Evan Hughes gives it off to Marshall Summers. Now back top of the key to Aiden Spence. Spence trying to find something. Good defense so far by the Patriots. Bounce pass, Summers. Receives it from Hughes. Summers backs off a little bit, trying to get the screen set for him. Back to Phillips, far side. Phillips at the wing. Phillips kicks it in, and a nice outlet pass finds Aiden Spence cutting down the baseline. And a good start for Cabell Midland to begin this half. Chuck Kelly with it. A little over a minute into this half. Kelly inside the lane, whistle blows and out of bounds. Last touch by Cabell Midland, nice shot blocked as Chuck Kelly was driving down the lane to get a shot off, but it was blocked from behind. Ball stays with the Patriots, inbound at the baseline. Gets it in to Noah Lewis, guarded closely by Aiden Spence. Has to be careful with the foul. Now top of the key, three-point shot. Tyler Maddox, and a rebound by Noah Lewis. Noah Lewis put back, good. He's up to 17 points in this one. Patriots back out in front by 18. Far side corner to Ray. Phillips dribbles it out. Now three-point shot, far corner is good. Aiden Spence connects on his second triple of the game. Back within 15, Aiden Spence up to 8 points in this one. Dominic Sprouse with it near side. Sprouse, nice little jab step into the lane, and the shot no good. Back to Sprouse, three-point shot from the far side corner, shot no good. And Samuel Phillips comes away with a defensive rebound, and the Knights can capitalize here. Spence hands it off to Marshall Summers, far side wing. Now back to Aiden Spence toward the far side corner. Hughes. Some points here for Cabell Midland would be huge on this possession. Phillips down the lane, shot blocked from behind. Dominic Sprouse, the 6'3 forward, raises his hand up and denies the shot by Phillips, who drove into the lane. But the Knights still have the basketball. Inbounding on the baseline. Now bounce pass in. Ray, shot blocked by Sprouse and taken away by Tyler Maddox. Dominic Sprouse, back-to-back shot blocks. Now back to Sprouse, near side wing. Three-point shot, good. Dominic Sprouse heating up for the Patriots. Marshall Summers. Fade away is good. Tough contested shot by Marshall Summers. Connects on the shot. 4:50 left to go in the third. George Washington leading 42-26. Down the baseline, bounce pass in. Noah Lewis is good. Great pass. Matthew Mullen bounce passes. He was driving down the right baseline and finds Noah Lewis cutting to the basket. And a bucket good. Now three-point shot, top of the key. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Aiden Spence cannot connect. Now quickly up the floor for GW. And a shot good from Tyler Maddox. 20-point advantage for George Washington. 4:20 left to go in the third. Cabell Midland needs some answers and need it quick. 9 points quick. And looks to be a foul on George Washington. Tyler Maddox, the one whistle for that one. That's his second. First foul on the Patriots in this third quarter. First foul of the quarter with 4:09 left to go. Been a very clean third quarter by both teams. Physical, but clean. Marshall Summers will inbound for the Knights. Gets it in to Phillips. Right side corner. Phillips down the baseline. Kicks it back out. Summers thought about the three, and he travels. So one of the tough things as a player, once you get that ball, you think about that shot, and when you pump fake that shot, you get a little jittery with your steps, and he takes one too many. As Marshall Summers. It's a travel call and a turnover for Cabell Midland. Maddox, top of the key to Lewis. Lewis goes near side. Lewis drives into the lane. Lewis puts up a right-handed shot, no good. Putback is good. Noah Lewis up to 21 points. 6 points in this third quarter. And a miscue by Cabell Midland. Samuel Phillips was trying to hand it off to Aiden Ray. And Aiden Ray, his foot was out of bounds. A costly mistake for the Knights. And that'll force third-year head coach Corey Woomer to take a 30-second timeout. 3:32 left to go in the third. Just not the miscue you need if you're Cabell Midland, trailing this big by 22 points so far here in this third quarter. And it looks to be almost a repeat of last year's third quarter between these two, George Washington and Cabell Midland. Get a big thank you to our crew so far today. Producer Kate Burgess, cameraman Corey Boggs. I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play. Thank you for joining us and tuning in here on West Virginia Video Productions. 3:32 left to go in the third quarter. George Washington leading Cabell Midland 48-26. The season opener for the Cabell Midland Knights. Third game of the season for George Washington, who's starting 2-0. And the preseason #1 team in the state of West Virginia. Chuck Kelly with it as play resumes after the turnover by Cabell Midland. Far side wing is Tyler Maddox. Maddox dribbles it back. Now two defenders closing in, trying to set the trap. Now bounce pass over to Braden Browning. Far side corner, kicks back out. Kelly, top of the key, now left side, corner three. Shot no good, left short by Braden Browning, and the Knights come away with it quickly up the floor. Aiden Spence. Spence got away kind of with a double dribble, and the ball deflects off of the hand of Caden Welch, taken away by George Washington. Cabell Midland try to recover and get it back, but instead goes out of bounds. And the Patriots will have possession. Team trying to come back. If you're Cabell Midland, you cannot come up empty on those possessions, especially on turnovers. It's one thing to miss a shot, another to just give the ball away. George Washington finally getting it past the timeline. Welch drives into the lane, and Welch will be fouled on the way up. And that'll be on Aiden Spence, the sophomore guard. That's his second. And the first team foul on Cabell Midland in this third quarter. 2:40 left to go. Marshall Summers will check back in. He'll sub in for Aiden Spence. And they will say that the foul on Cabell Midland was not on the shot. It was prior to. Noah Lewis kicks it right side. Tyler Maddox now back over the left side to Browning. Browning, cross-court pass, dangerous pass. Kelly, top of the key. Kelly, little jab step inside. Lewis. That's just too easy for Noah Lewis. He's up to 23 points, almost matching his average on the young season. Summers gives it off to Phillips. Phillips on that right side wing, now dribbles it back out. Or the midcourt stripe. Phillips picks up his dribble, now near side, corner three on the way is left short. Aiden Ray cannot find the bottom of the bucket, and Tyler Maddox comes away with a defensive rebound. Lewis, coast to coast, right-handed lay-in is good. Noah Lewis goes coast to coast off the pass, and a nice right-handed roll-in shot good. And it's all George Washington in this third quarter. Driving the lane, Ray puts up a shot, left-hander is no good. Tyler Maddox comes away with the board, and Aiden Ray back-to-back misses. And the Knights just simply no answer here against the #1 team in the state. And silence here in the castle, in this gymnasium. Pass inside. George Washington trying to save it and bounce it off a Knight player, but instead taken away by Cabell Midland. Evan Hughes finds Aiden Ray. Ray drives into the lane. Left-handed shot. No good again. And the ball deflects and bounces off of Aiden Ray. Out of bounds, and George Washington ball with 1 minute and 1 second left to go. Seems like it's been forever since Cabell Midland has been able to find a bucket here in this third quarter. 1:01 left to go. George Washington leading 52-26 over the Knights. And the season opener for Cabell Midland, the team that finished 12-11 last season. Sprouse tries to drive, and a whistle blown and a foul on Cabell Midland. Just the second team foul on the Knights. Brody Harris whistled for his first foul. And that'll send Dominic Sprouse to the free throw line. He's been, no, excuse me, it was not a shooting foul prior to the shot. Kind of a surprise there. Caden Welch has it. 45 seconds left to go. Left side, Browning will just back it up. Browning now dribbles in. Kicks to Sprouse. Sprouse down the baseline. Welch, three-pointer, nothing but net for Caden Welch. His second triple. Phillips, far side. Phillips down the baseline, and Phillips travels. Tried to get that little Euro step in down the baseline and just picked up the dribble too early and got caught up in between two defenders. Nothing that Samuel Phillips could do, and there's nothing that the Knights have been able to do this entire third quarter. 8 seconds left to go. Dominic Sprouse with the basketball. Sprouse, 5 seconds. Dominic Sprouse, long-range three on the way. Offline, no good. Knights come away with it. Can they get the one final shot? No, they cannot. Good shot attempt by Brody Harris. But that concludes the third quarter, and George Washington dominating. And 1 quarter away from a 3-0 start here on the young season. Cabell Midland. See if the Knights can find some fourth quarter magic. Trailing 55-26, we'll step aside for break here on West Virginia Video Productions.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name, because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College, because you matter here.
One final quarter remains here inside the castle, and it's all George Washington through 3 quarters. 55-26 is the score. The Patriots 1 quarter away from a 3-0 start. Number 1 team in the state of West Virginia against the Cabell Midland Knights. Along with our outstanding crew, producer Cade Burgess, camera operator Corey Boggs, I'm Ben Westfall, your play-by-play. Thank you for tuning in and watching here on West Virginia Video Productions. Marshall Summers will inbound fourth and final quarter. Third quarter, Knights were outscored 18-7 by the Patriots. See if Cabell Midland can string together some fourth quarter magic. Trailing by 29, shot no good by Aiden Spence. Well, a whistle blows and a foul. That'll be on Tyler Maddox, his third, first team foul. Just 13 seconds into this quarter. And Aiden Spence will be at the free throw line. His first trip to the charity stripe today. First free throw attempt is good. Eight missed free throws on the day as a team for Cabell Midland. Something that the Knights will have to work on. in practice as Hayden Spence goes 2 for 2. Charity stripe. Early guess is who Cabell Midland would want to trust at the free throw line from here on out. George Washington with the ball. Noah Lewis trying to dribble his way to the rack. Kicks it back out. Now three-point shot for the left side on the way is good. Matthew Mullen connects. He's up to 5 points, his first non-free throw bucket. And a 30-point lead for George Washington. Dribble lost, and good job by Matthew Mullen to get the steal and get it to Lewis. Now up the floor. Kelly is fouled from behind. Chuck Kelly, tough physical drive to the rack. And a foul on the Knights. First of the quarter. And that'll be foul number 4 on Eli Thompson in this game. Thompson 1 away from fouling out. Got to be careful. Chuck Kelly heads to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 today at the charity stripe. George Washington a chance to add to its 30-point lead. Chuck Kelly, a senior guard, standing at 6'1", is not sure what the discussion is or the delay, but I think we're about to get underway, back underway, I should say. Chuck Kelly shooting 2. 7:12 left to go. First free throw attempt is no good. Caden Welch will sub in now for George Washington. He'll come in for Noah Lewis, who's had an outstanding game. 25 points for Noah Lewis up to this point. Second free throw attempt, no good for Chuck Kelly. Goes over 2. He'll stay at 2 points on the day. And it stays a 30-point difference between George Washington and Cabell Midland. Far side, Brody Harris. Harris bounce pass top of the key to Mabry. Mabry, left-handed drive in, and that pass deflected from Maddox and taken away by Dominic Sprouse. Now up the floor, Caden Welch. Coast to coast for George Washington's offense. Off the backboard and in for Caden Welch. He's up to 8. 6:39 left to go in the fourth. Mabry goes over to Summers, near side. Summers now pass inside, deflected by Welch. Goes out of bounds toward the cheerleaders of Cabell Midland. Ball stays with the Knights. Couple substitutions for both teams. I know Dylan Hargraves was one of them, checked in for the Knights. While he falls down, I think we'll have a foul. Yes, on Zion Lang, his second. Inbound. 2-point shot for Brody Harris is no good. Knights keep it in, however. Hargraves, who just checked in, keeps it alive, and Hargraves connects on a 3. Dylan Hargraves, great effort to keep that one in play. Got it into Brody Harris and connects on a 3-point shot. Now 2-pointer from Caden Welch somehow finds a good shot. Not sure how that one went in. Under 6 to go. Marshall Summers with it. Summers drives in. Now 2-point bucket, too strong from Eli Thompson, no good. And rebounded by Dominic Sprouse. Sprouse goes coast to coast and is fouled. Brody Harris whistled for the contact, his second, team foul number 2 of the fourth. And Dominic Sprouse, who is 0 for 1 at the free throw line, will shoot 2. First attempt is good. Dominic Sprouse had an and-one opportunity earlier in this game and could not connect. Sprouse up to 11 points in this one. Make it 12. Sprouse goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it looks like Deshaud Clark will sub in. 5:35 left to go in the fourth. Harris, near side to Thompson. Thompson goes top of the key. Thompson's going to fire away for three-point land, and a shot well short, no good. Offensive putback by Brody Harris could not get the shot to fall. And Zion Lang comes away with it for George Washington. Now three-pointer. Near side is good. Braden Browning, his second triple. George Washington running away with it. Surprised we don't see some arms flailing in the arena as George Washington now up to 67 points. Summers with it. Summers drives down the lane, puts up a shot, and Summers is good. Marshall Summers up to 6 points. Sprouse. Hand off to Caden Welch. Welch dribbles it back out. Give it to Braden Browning to reset the offense. 4:40 left to go. Now long range three is good. Dominic Sprouse puts up a three-point shot from Milton, and it falls in. And now a dribble drive from Marshall Summers. Cannot get the shot to fall. And a whistle blows and a timeout taken by George Washington. I think a substitution timeout. So Evan Hughes will sub in for Cabell Midland. Levi Reed, the senior guard, will also sub in. Looks like Robert Akers, the junior center, will also sub in for George Washington, as well as Owen Eskins, the junior guard. 4:20 left to go in this ball game. George Washington leading 70-33. Left side, Robert Akers, a 6'7" junior center. This really shows the length of this GW team. Now up the floor. And a shot blocked from behind by Zion Lang, but they'll whistle him for the foul. At first looked like a good block, but maybe a little bit too much contact. That's the third foul on Zion Lang. And first free throw attempt by Hargraves is good. There's a chance to cut this to a 35-point difference. Second free throw attempt, good. Four minutes left to go. 70-35. Patriots lead big here in this one. Browning lost the ball and taken away by Cabell Midland. Evan Hughes is the one that comes away with it. Hughes spins into the lane. Evan Hughes puts up a right-handed shot, and it falls. It's Evan Hughes' first bucket. All of his other points, has 5 on the day, and all those coming from the free throw line. So his first natural points. It's up to 7 now. Now mid-range jumper on the way from Deshaun Clark is no good. Rebounded by Cabell Midland. Now quickly up the floor, Summers. Hughes cannot connect. Back outside, three-pointer is missed short. Marshall Summers couldn't get it to fall. Great defense by Zion Lang. Way to put a hand up and influence the shot. Drive in, right-handed. No good. Braden Browning tried to drive in, could not get the shot to fall. And Hargraves comes away with a rebound. Under 3 minutes left to go. Marshall Summers with it. Summers drives down the lane, spin around. Little floater shot. That one's good. Marshall Summers up to 8 points. Nice little spin around, mid-range jumper from Summers. And before the shot, a foul on Cabell Midland. Levi Reed whistled for his first foul. A couple more subs for the Knights. Brody Mabry will sub in, as well as Brody Harris. So Brody squared, now out there on the floor. 2:31 left to go. Eskins inbounds. Browning thought about the three. Gives it off to Eskins. Junior guard, standing at 6'1". Eskins dribbles back, goes top of the key. Deshaun Clark with it. Now back to Zion Lang. Browning down the lane. George Washington really just dribbling out a lot of clock here. Zion Lang right side corner. Now three-point shot on the way for Browning, and no good. It's Zion Lang rips away for the board. And no, they'll say a foul on Zion Lang, which is his fourth. So he's one away from fouling out in this one, although 2:02 left to go in the game. 70-39. George Washington dominating. Brody Harris, a little spin around mid-range jumper. No good. Offensive board from Mabry. Puts the shot back up and good. Brody Mabry finds his second basket. He's up to 4. Patriots with it. Browning, left side. Clark, top of the key. Now Eskins passes it off to Browning. Spin around, and that one deflects off the backboard. Shot no good, and rebounded by Logan Shaw, the quarterback for the Knights. Dribble drive inside. Brody Mabry cannot connect on the shot, and rebounded by the Patriots with 1:10 left to go, and a foul whistled against Levi Reed. That's his second. That'll be the 4th team foul. Patriots 1 foul away from reaching the bonus, as well as Cabell Midland. Again, the Knights be back at home on the 19th. 7 p.m. start against East Fairmont here in the Castle. And taken away. Levi Reed takes it away. He'll go coast to coast. No, gives it off to Brody Harris. And Harris scores for the first time in the 2025 campaign. Braden Browning. 40 seconds left to go before George Washington begins its season 3-0 on the year. And a pass intercepted by Brody Harris. He takes it away up the floor. Brody Harris connects on to. So Cabell Midland cutting into this George Washington lead. Now coast to coast up the floor. Braden Browning gets a 2-point bucket to fall right back for the Patriots. 15 seconds left to go. Whistle blows. And I think Braden Browning has a little bit of blood on his chin. He'll have to go off. And with 15 seconds left, might as well just sub somebody in and finish out the game. And they will do so with Caden Welch. Braden Browning, his day will probably end with 8 points on the night. 15.1 seconds left to go for George Washington to start the season 3-0. And a lot to work for if you are Cabell Midland and third-year head coach Corey Woomer. 7 seconds left. And I think the Knights are just going to dribble this one out. Well, this one might count. No, it will not. Levi Reed taking one final shot. Didn't fall, and that's your final. 72-45. George Washington now 3-0 on the season. And Cabell Midland begins with a loss on the first game of the year. And a lot for Corey Woomer and his staff to work on for the Knights. As, again, the next game for Cabell Midland on the 19th, 3 days from now, back at home here against East Fairmont. We'll step out one more time. And when we return, we'll have the post-game show, talk stats, numbers, and everything else under the sun here at the Castle. You're listening to West Virginia boys basketball in high school on West Virginia Video Productions.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Back here at the campus of Cabell Midland High School inside the Cabell Midland Gymnasium, where the final score of this one, 72-45, the George Washington Patriots prevail over the Cabell Midland Knights, and the preseason #1 team in the state of West Virginia remains and dominates on the start of the season. 3-0 now on the year after a convincing win over the Cabell Midland Knights. We'll look over the scoring of both teams. 3 players with double-digit scoring for George Washington. Leading the way was Noah Lewis with 25 points, matching his average in points per game on the season. What a night for Noah Lewis. The 6'7" senior center was phenomenal tonight, has been phenomenal in the early going for George Washington. He looks to be a key piece for the Patriots' run to a title this season. Dominic Sprouse had 15 as well. Caden Welch with 10 off the bench. So good job by Welch to come in as a sub and really perform well. Braden Browning had 8. Tyler Maddox with 7. Matthew Mullen had 5. And Chuck Kelly with 2 points. That's your scoring for George Washington, unofficial. Only one scorer in double digits for Cabell Midland tonight. That was Aiden Spence. He had 10 points. He was a perfect 2 of 2 at the free throw line, had a couple triples in this one. Marshall Summers had 8 points, all by way of 2-point buckets. Evan Hughes had 7. Dylan Hargraves with 5. Samuel Phillips with 5. Brody Harris with 4. Brody Mabry with 4. And Eli Thompson with 2 points. Again, those are unofficial scoring, so the Patriots, again, now 3-0 on the season. George Washington back at home on the 23rd before Christmas. 2 days before Christmas, actually. It'll be at home against Hurricane. Not a 1 p.m. start, according to the SSAC website. So good matchup there between the Patriots and the Redskins. Should be a fun one up there at George Washington. Again, that one a 1 p.m. start before the Patriots hit the road a couple times afterwards after the Christmas break. Cabell Midland back at home on the 19th. 3 days from now, a 7 p.m. start against East Fairmont. And then the next day on the 20th, according to the SSAC website, here at home, the Cabell Midland Christmas Classic. That one's up in the air to be announced. So look out for updates on that on social media for the Cabell Midland Christmas Classic. Then, of course, the Knights will be going to Christmas break from there after the Christmas Classic here on the 20th. So George Washington 3-0 on the season. Good start for Rick Green's group in his 38th season at the helm for George Washington. Again, a lot of things to work on. And if you're Cabell Midland, of course, the first game of the season, so kind of a good eye test to see what you need to work on, what worked, what didn't, especially against a really, really strong George Washington team. I think the one thing to note for Cabell Midland to work on is free throw shooting, and 8 missed free throws tonight. Got to work on that, as those points can come up crucial later on down the stretch. So we'll see what third-year head coach Corey Woomer can work up for his squad going forward here in this season. Again, a lot of games left to go, so we'll see how Cabell Midland can respond. We'll see if George Washington can keep things going from here on out. Big thank you to our producer today, Kate Burgess, doing a fantastic job today. Big thank you to him. Big thank you to Corey Bongs up top, doing the camera work. Was fantastic all night, so big thank you to those two guys helping us out here on West Virginia Video Productions. Final score, 72-45. George Washington prevails, starts the season now 3-0. Cabell Midland drops to 0-1. For Kate Burgess, Corey Bongs, I'm Ben Westfall saying so long. This is another presentation of West Virginia High School boys basketball here on West Virginia Video Productions. Have a great